Bankers are being fired. Have you ever wondered what would cause a banker to get let go? There are certain things you can and cannot do as a banker. It's not for me to break this down. I've never been a banker. But I will let those that have been bankers and have been fired due to breaking rules break it down for you. Y'all know me, I don't like to talk too much. We're going to get straight into the video. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Y'all, my heart feels so heavy. And I know that I do have faith in God. I am a strong believer. And I am a praying woman. I am an intercessor at my church. And I'm not amazed, but my heart is heavy. And I don't know if I don't know. I just cannot put a finger on it. But y'all, the tears is coming. It's okay. You know, life just happens. But I don't want to keep, feeling like I gotta lose things and gain things, lose things. Like, I just want to be able to keep. I done lost some things that I haven't even discussed. I haven't even talked about with you guys because I'm so protected over my life. And I know I'm just getting started, but some things you just got to keep to yourself. I wasn't even going to put this out here, but God was like, get on TikTok because you're not the only one that is without a job. Let me tell you how God speaks to me. Because last night I had a dream, and I was dreaming about snakes that was in the house. There was a house that I was in. It was like a trailer, and there was snakes. And I was running, and the lady was just, trying to catch the snakes. And I woke up this morning, and I was like, there's an enemy. I got an enemy somewhere. I don't know who this enemy is. And, sometimes I don't give everybody access to me. I'm very careful of that. I have the spirit of discernment. But there's somebody. I'm not crying because I lost a job. I'm crying because I don't know what God is getting ready to do. I'm not crying because I lost a job at Wells Fargo. That's not why I'm crying. I'm crying because I don't know what God have next for me. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. I'm gonna go through my breakthrough my breakthrough moment. And whatever that is, I'm going to cry, I'm going to praise God, right? And I'm going to thank God for everything. But I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want to. The thing is, I know my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is real. And I know that my Lord got me. And I know that I've been through this before. And I know that I got a good resume. But I'm fighting through these battles between jobs. I don't know, like, this job did last me for a half a year. I was on it for about 7 months. But I'm not crying because I lost a job. I'm crying because I just want a financial breakthrough. I just want a financial breakthrough for my family. For when I get prepared to be a mother someday. Because if I had kids, just imagine. I don't know what next month is going to look like. I got my car payment coming up. The good thing is I do have Amazon Flex that I can do. Just let it be. But I'm going to go on a fast. I'm going to go on a fast and I'm going to pray. Because this cannot keep happening. I'm 34 years old. I'm ready to be a homeowner. I'm ready to be successful. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready to be a mother someday. But financial wise right now, the kids, I'm not ready. Thank God for food, that I got food on my table. Thank God that I can eat. But I just pray that God just blesses my hands, blesses my channel, blesses my YouTube. I am a YouTuber. I do have a YouTube channel. I know that I'm not a big, I know that I can be boring. I'm not a big fan. I don't make too much noise, you know. I'm quiet. I stay to myself. I got 1 or 2 friends. I barely talk to them, but I do talk to them sometimes. My heart is just heavy. It's heavy, y'all. But I know what to do. I know what to do. And I know how to do it. Because I'm a praying woman and I am a prayer intercessor. And I know how to pray. It's hard out here. This is life for everybody right now. You don't know if you have a job tomorrow. You go in, you think everything is okay. And that job can be gone tomorrow. I don't want to go through this no more. I really don't want to work. I want something. I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm a makeup artist. I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm going to fast through this. I'm going to pray through this. I'm going to get through this.
Do you want to know how to get fired from a bank or a credit union? Stick around because I'm going to tell you. I mean, like everyone knows if you steal, of course you're going to get fired. But there's something else that gets you fired. It's called force balancing. For those of you who are new here, that is where you basically manipulate your drawer to make it look like you balanced. A lot of people don't realize that even if you were to be short like 10 cents and you take it out of your wallet to put it into your drawer, that's force balancing and you will get fired. And vice versa, if you're over and you take money out, you'll get fired. You wouldn't believe from going from a bank to a credit union, it was crazy like how laid back they were about this at the credit union. Like as far as like everyone was fine that they just had like coin here and there like in their drawer and stuff, and I'm like, at the bank I worked at, we would have got fired. But yeah, so don't force balance if you're trying to be a teller, because you will get fired.
Okay, so there's a difference. working at a credit union versus working at a bank. As we know, credit unions are better for the customer, and now we just found out they're actually better for the employee as well. They're not as strict. Makes sense. Different type of institution, different rules. But no, even if you put your own money in to the register, that's a violation. You can't do that. If the drawer is short and you try to make it right, let me go ahead and put the extra $5 in there because I did my math wrong. I probably gave somebody too much money, a little extra 5. Let me make it right. Still wrong. That's still wrong. It's messed up, but that's the rules. You got to make sure you are calculating everything accurately. Perfect example is this next video. She got fired over $1. Now, it wasn't that her drawer was short, but it was the fact she accepted $1.
So, what's the situation with the dollar that got me fired from Chase?
So, I just wanted to explain the video of the dollar because there's a lot of questions, but there is a video that I had posted explaining everything that happened. But that was initially just for my friends. I posted that on Snapchat, hence why it's like an 11-minute video. It was just for my close friends, people who would actually listen to the whole thing. And then one of them suggested, hey, you should post this on TikTok. And I did. And didn't expect the reaction that it's getting. So let me just address that just real briefly, quick as I can. So a customer came in one day, sang me happy birthday, and gave me a dollar bill. I told him I couldn't accept the dollar bill. And I said, I don't think I can accept it. Gave it back to him and he said, no, take it. I said, I cannot. He said, that's why I sang you happy birthday, because it's a gift to you. So I did take the dollar. Now, mind you, I have been at the bank almost 2 years. It would have been 2 years. Oh my gosh, I'm fired. It would have been 2 years in July of this year. A coworker of mine had received like a Starbucks gift card, and she held on to it and she asked the manager what to do. And the manager, walked her through the situation, yes or no, if she could keep it. So when the customer gave me the dollar, I did the same thing that I had already seen the banker do. And yet, she's really tenured, been there like 15 plus years. So I just did the same exact thing, like, oh, hey, what do I do? Told my manager, involved her about it. And then the manager, she just, like I said, it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, we could deposit the dollar into the customer's account and then you can buy it from your cash box. That was not the case. Yeah, so that's what happened there. I got fired over it. When she came back and told me like what I should do about it, I was getting fired. So I did not post what people are saying. People are freaking cruel. Okay. People are saying that, oh, it's because I was like videotaping my cash drawer and whatnot. I just posted that video like yesterday. I got fired on Friday. Yesterday was Saturday. So it's not because of that. And anyways, yeah, have a blessed day. I got to go to church, y'all. So.
All right, let's do a story time of how I got fired from a bank while I washed my face. I'll probably end up deleting this video because the story usually never goes well for me, but like, why? I have nothing to hide. Anyways, so I used to work at a bank, a really big corporation here in town. One of the biggest banks in Canada. I'm sure you can guess what bank it is when I say that. It is the biggest bank in Canada, actually. So when I say that, you should be able to figure it out. Anyways, so I worked at this bank for maybe 2 or 3 years. I really, really loved my job. Like, I loved it so much. I loved working in an office. I loved feeling like I had some type of authority. I don't know. It was really fun. I liked it. I liked all my coworkers. We always had a great time. It was always, like, a really great place. I did not mind my manager until the end. But anyways, so I was a client advisor, business services. So basically, I handled all the business accounts. And along with that position, you get the head cash holder. So I was the one that ordered all the money and took care of all the money. Like, no money left that bank without my knowledge. So I thought. Anyways. So the manager hires his son, right? The manager. He hires his son to work the front line. The tellers, right? So anyways, so he comes and he works there. Absolute idiot. Doesn't know how to do his job. Horrible. Nobody liked him at all. Anyways, so he starts this job and he starts acting like he's big honcho because his dad is the manager, right? Okay, so fast forward like a year after he starts working there, all this money starts going missing. All of a sudden, okay, so all this money starts going missing, right? I accept a cash order one day, and we're allowed to keep $1 million in the bank, okay? $1 million. If you live in larger towns, they're allowed to keep more. Use that information as you please. No, I'm just kidding. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, one day I accept a cash order. And at the end of the day, so I went through and I counted all my money. Everything that was supposed to be there was there. At the time. So I go in, I put it all into the computer, I accept my order, blah, 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 blah. I go on about my day. And throughout the day, multiple businesses come in and they take out large cash quantities, because there was a business that came in and they cashed checks on one of the reserves near us. So he would come and he'd get like tens of thousands of dollars. Like, it was insane. So anyway, so he comes in, he gets that money. I give it to him with the manager's son. This day I give it to him with the manager's son because I had bottom comms, he had top comms. So anyways, so he comes in there with me, we give the money, we count it out. We count it out 3 times. Once I do, he does, and then we count it out to the customer inside the vault so nothing happens. And so anyways, everything there goes good, the money's fine. We send that client out on their merry way. And then 5 o'clock comes and I have to put in all the cash in and cash out throughout the day. And I'm missing $10,000. So I'm like, what the fuck happened here? When you work at a bank, honestly, as long as it's $10,000 and less and no more, you can leave at the end of the day. It doesn't matter because money doesn't mean anything. And I learned that really fast working for a bank. Anyways, so I left wondering what the fuck happened, right? So, yeah, anyways, a couple weeks later, same thing happens. $10,000 goes missing. Same fucking situation. Okay? Exact same situation. So I go to my manager and I'm like, something's not right here. I'm like, I accept these cash orders in. There's the exact amount that I'm supposed to be. I'm fine. Money's great in the bank. And then the end of the day comes and I'm missing money. So now I have everybody at their desks. I'm like, we need to find this. I said, I don't care what you guys think. I said, we need to find this, okay? So everybody begins to help me look. Okay, so anyways, when you're in a bank, there's a few ways money can go missing. You either put something in wrong, a check scanned in wrong, or money was given out that should not have been given out, or somebody took it, right? So I have everybody looking in their wherever to find this money, and everybody else is looking in reasonable spots. Like, people are going through checks throughout the day to see if something could have scanned in wrong. People are going through business deposits to see if, you know, there was just a cash discrepancy, to see where it could have been, right? And my manager's son, he's going through his desk drawers. Why you'd be going through your desk drawers, I don't know. That was the number one red flag. Okay? I don't give a fuck whose business I'm putting out here. Anyways, so then over time we realized this kid, he worked at the bank and we did not get paid that much. Like, I got paid maybe $36,000 a year. Like, the salary was very little. And that was as the head cash holder. So that was like the highest salary. Before I was a head cash holder, I made $26,000. So you're not making that much money a year. And you pay a crap ton into taxes. And you pay a lot into group pension plans. So I brought home about maybe $900 every payday. And that was making like 18 some an hour, right? I had no money to save. No leftover money. Broke. This kid, he has like $17,000 in his bank account. Mind you, after all this money goes missing. So I'm like, what the fuck's happening here? And then, lo and behold, I get fired from my job. So I don't know. Take it as you please. I'm sure you can find out my theory on your own. I think my ex-manager and his son pulled off a whole bank heist because after a few months after I got fired, the manager got demoted. And nobody could figure out why he got demoted, but now he's just a teller and there is a new manager on board, and I wonder why. So yeah, that's my story time of how I got fired from a very large bank in Canada. And I'm kind of happy it happened because I would have never become a nursery school teacher and worked a job that I absolutely love and adore and enjoy going to every day. So yeah, there's my story time. Let me know what you think in the comment. Do you think I stole the money? If you think I stole the money, you're dumb, because I left there with like $20,000 worth of debt and I still live in the ghetto in town and can't afford a house. So if you think I took it, you're fucking dumb.
She say she think they pulled off a whole heist. It wouldn't be surprising. It would not be surprising at all. These people are managing all of this money, and I thought in the back of their mind, gotta be like, man, I need some of that. What if I could just get my hands on some of that? Because people think that bankers get paid well, but they really don't get paid as good as you would think. People be like, oh, you got it good. You work at a bank. Or, oh, you winning in life. Like, oh, man. They think highly of you, not knowing that you're just managing money. You're not getting paid a lot of money. But you're seeing people come in there with a lot of money. And that thought in the back of the mind probably like, he got millions. He'll be all right if a little bit of that come up missing. I don't know, but that's probably what the manager and the son was thinking if they did pull that off for real. Hey, family, let me know what y'all think about this video. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.